Hello, everyone. I am super excited for our chat today with MiaByte. They go by she, her pronouns. They are a content creator, fundraiser with us here at Tiltify. And we're going to dive deep into her story and talk about her recent fundraising and if she has any plans for the future with fundraising or any other content plans. But if you don't know who I am Ashley, also known as Miss Ash Rocks in the streaming space. I am Tiltify's community manager. I get to do awesome work with Tiltify, sharing amazing stories like MiaBytes and so many other creators and charity stories and missions. So, enough about me. You know who I am. We are here to highlight MiaByte. MiaByte, how are you, my dear? I'm so happy to have you
I'm
here.
doing good. I'm happy to be here. This is fun. I've never done one of these before, so I'm really excited to talk to you
Oh, I
about
am very
charity and all the
honored.
cool things with Tiltify. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely. I am honored to be the first one to interview you then. Wow, this is
Thank
extra
you.
special.
Extra
But
special to
yes,
me.
absolutely. I wanted you to tell us a little bit about your content creation journey from the start to now. We love to hear
Oh,
it.
oh my gosh. So I've been in the content creation game for about 6 years now. I started back in 2016, I think. Oh my god, it's been that long.
Wow.
Oh, geez. Um, So yeah, oh Lord, how did I get started in content creation? I think it was so I was living in China for a little bit and I decided to come back home and I didn't have a job when I got back, so I started my own business. Long story short, I was very, very bored at the time. I'd stopped playing video games because I thought, well, it's kind of a waste of time at the moment. I was really concentrating on the work that I was doing. And I wanted an
Mhm.
excuse to play video games again, and I'd recently come out as trans. I'm a trans woman, so I started transitioning, like, recently at that time, and so I thought, "Well, I wanna make some new friends, and I want an excuse to play video games, so I'm gonna start streaming." And I started. I was very, very scared at the very beginning, as I think everybody is. I was so
Absolutely.
interesting of everyone. I think that's part for being like LGBTQI plus as well, just like being very wary at the very beginning of your transition. But
Yeah.
yeah, I started to let down my guard and get to know the people in stream. And 6 years later, I'm here with a wonderful community. I got partnered back in 2018, and then I think I was made a Twitch ambassador last year in 2022, and I played
Woo!
a yeah Twitch ambassador buddy.
Twitch
Let's
Ambassador
go.
Club.
But yeah, so I played a lot of Warframe, and
Mm.
I think that got me noticed, by people because the community for that game absolutely loved that game. So I built an audience there, and then I kinda went variety, and now I just really just play what I want, when I want, and try and do cool things with cool people. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing today.
Wow, that is awesome. What an impactful story. You just want an excuse to play video games and here you are.
Yeah.
You didn't think you would get an online community out of it, did you? And
Oh,
be on
definitely
top of
not.
the world, You're a Twitch
Ah,
ambassador. Hello, Twitch
I
partner as
honestly,
well.
I I
Wow.
I still don't know why I'm a Twitch ambassador. When they contacted me, I was like, For real? For real? This is me, this
Yes.
is me you're talking to, right? Hello?"
Yes, I felt the same way, to be honest. I
Yeah.
said, "Is this the right Miss Ash Rocks? Do you have the right one? I know there's only one, but are you
I've heard the
sure?"
same thing from everybody who's been made a Twitch ambassador, like, "Really? Me?"
It's amazing because you were recognized by Twitch for the positive impact you have in the industry. So,
I
I could
know.
tell you why you're a Twitch ambassador. I
Oh,
got you. I'll
oh,
tell
thank
you.
you. That's good because I definitely can't tell myself why. So,
Well, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
uh-huh. No, thank you.
But awesome. You started playing Warframe and then you got into variety. Were you scared to dive into variety after being so focused on Warframe with your content?
Oh, definitely. I think as a
Mhm.
streamer, talking generally, whenever you move from like something that's got a really core, you've built up your core fan base in it, and then you move to
Mhm.
like just doing a bunch of different things, there is definitely that drop off in people that were only really there for Warframe. So
Yeah.
I kind of took a hit there with that, but then I started like building back up. So yeah, I like what I do now. It means I have the freedom to do whatever I want. It was
Yeah.
definitely scary at the beginning, but it's like I'd rather be doing this because it's, I could just do fun things whenever and people don't expect a certain thing from me. So,
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I think variety is just the best. You can do
mhm,
whatever you want at any time, any day, doesn't matter. And yeah, you just have the free range to try different games, different genres, everything, and just have fun. So I know I've been getting into indie games a lot and trying so many different indie games, especially with being with Nani Talent. They always give us opportunities as well.
mm,
Do you want to try that
definitely.
game? Do you want to try that game? Sure, I
Yeah.
want to try it. Yes, yes, I do.
Oh my god. Yeah. Nani have been so great as well. The
Oh,
talent company
absolutely.
that we're with, they're so
Hmm.
sweet. They're so
They
sweet and they give us
are.
so many opportunities. They're great. Like,
I
I've been
love them.
yes. Yes. And again, like so many opportunities for like indie games as well. I
Hmm.
think one that was just random that I played recently was Wavetail. It's like this little Legend of Zelda Wind Waker-esque game to me, like an aesthetic. And I was like, I would never play this like way back when, but I'm just like, I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play this. It literally took like 2 streams to get through, but everybody like loved it. So
I love those games that you don't know what you're going to expect,
mm,
and they end up being one of the best games you ever played in your life. I love that, and it's always with indie games. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can relate on that for sure.
They're definitely, like, some of the most
But
creatives out there,
oh,
I reckon.
oh yeah. With the art style and the storyline, they're so
Mhm.
creative. They go above and beyond. But yeah, that's awesome. I cannot wait to tune into your streams and see what games you play since we're both variety and maybe I can find a game that you're playing and I'll play it too.
Yes. That's a plan.
but but guess what, Mia? We're going to talk about fundraising a little bit. I don't know if you know this, but you have fundraised over $17,000 with Tiltify.
Oh, really? It's that much? Oh
Yes.
my god. Okay, I didn't know that. That's, uh that's surprising to me. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Wow.
yep. I have the data right here. The data doesn't lie. You have raised
Wow.
$17,000 with your community. What does that mean to you?
That's amazing. Honestly, I didn't think I had that in me, and I didn't think the community had that in them either, honestly. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted. It definitely means a lot that over the time I've been doing this, we've been able to, like, raise so much money for such, like,
Yes.
special causes. That's I
Yes.
I think the numbers actually seeking in now, that's amazing. Amazing.
Yes. I'm so proud of you too. And again, that's why we're talking with you. So
Mm.
let's get more deeper into what inspires you to fundraise with your community.
Oh, what inspired me to fundraise in my community? I guess like usually sometimes it's just been things that I've been contacted about, like events that I've been contacted about, and other times it's just been like an event is coming up, say like LGBTQI plus History Month or Trans Day of Awareness, things like
Mhm.
that. And I'm just like, yo, let's do a good thing. Let's raise some money for good causes, for communities that don't necessarily get um, included in like the big fundraisers most of the time.
Absolutely.
That's basically what inspires me to try and fundraise. Mm.
I love that. I love that. And I know you have fundraised for so many wonderful causes that you just chatted about. What are some of your favorite causes to support with fundraising?
Oh Lord. Oh, and now my mind goes blank and I forget all of them. It's great. Oh
There's
Lord.
so many.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest ones has been, and they've actually contacted me and worked with me through the Twitch team that I'm on, Transmission Gaming. We've worked with a lot with
Yes.
TransLifeline uh,
Mhm.
for a while now, and they've been like a big one every single year. As I'm like a trans woman, trans person, um, they specifically raise money for trans people through like a crisis line that they have set up. They have micro grants for trans people to
Ooh,
help them get binders, and they help pay for legal fees, like getting people's names changed that they can't necessarily afford. And they also like get people bailed out of jail as well if they're like
yeah.
incarcerated. Because obviously it's very dangerous sometimes for trans people to
Yeah.
be put in jail alongside
Yeah.
non-trans people for obvious reasons. So
Yep.
because that's very, of course, that's very close to my heart. It's definitely one that I've been back to time and time again. I think I've probably done the most with them.
Yes, absolutely. I can't I cannot stress enough how important it is to support trans-centric organizations, especially going through the transition, all the things that are needed. They are expensive. Very
Mm,
expensive. So that's why we
mhm.
have these orgs, and you can fundraise with your community and help out the trans community because they need help. And especially again being incarcerated, it is terrifying for a trans
Yeah.
person. Absolutely
Again,
terrifying.
especially these last couple years as well,
Mhm.
it has seemed like everything's getting, like, worse for the trans community. Like, the big focus right now is is
Absolutely.
is literally, like, demonizing trans people every single day. So we have to do what we can to help out and fight back a little bit and, like, help normalize the trans experience and to show people, we're not what they say that we are. We're just everyday human beings that, you
Absolutely.
know, need a helping hand
Absolutely.
sometimes.
Yes, I agree. And I want to ask you a really important question, especially for our audience and community. Allies that are on Twitch or whatever
Mhm.
industry they're in, how can they advocate for trans individuals in any space that
Oh.
they're in?
Yeah, well, obviously, if they're fundraising for trans charities, that definitely helps out because they'll learn a lot about the trans community through the charities that they're actually like supporting. But
Mhm.
a lot of it, I imagine, is just amplifying trans voices and trans messaging, essentially. Not necessarily like standing up there and taking the podium for yourself, but
Mhm.
like a lot of trans creators aren't going to be the biggest creators in the world. So if there
Yeah.
is a cis ally that has a big audience and they want to help the trans community, the best thing they can do is either like bring on somebody who's trans to talk about their experiences or
Mhm.
literally just again like signal boost their trans friends or the smaller trans creators that they know just so that messaging is
Absolutely.
getting out there. I think the worst that cis allies can do is potentially have like a roundtable podcast where there's just nothing but cis people talking about the trans community, which may or may not have happened recently, which may have been pretty odd decision to make. So yeah, don't do that.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yes. Everyone that is listening, please, whatever marginalized group you're talking about, have somebody that is
Mm,
in that marginalized group in the space. Okay.
yeah,
Please, please, at least one. Okay. Because
yeah.
nobody has that experience than the actual person that's going through it.
Mm,
So
mhm.
keep that in mind and educate yourself. If you know, if you are struggling with educating yourself, then again, speak to those people that are directly in those communities. Google is free as well.
Yeah,
And again, we have
we
all
like
these
to say Google is
organizations.
free.
Yes. And we have all these organizations that are doing the work for you and have all the work they have been doing and how trans folks are surviving day to day. They have all that
Mhm,
information on their websites and all the info directly from trans individuals that share their
mhm.
experience. So,
The
Mia,
only
I
thing I
think you're
will say,
mhm.
just before we move on is, like, if you see a trans person and you don't know them, it's not necessarily the best idea just to go up to them and start asking them these questions because some trans people just wanna exist, and we're not necessarily there just to, help you
Be an
along and
information machine.
yeah, we're not all
Yeah.
information machines, so treat them as
Yes.
people first and ask your friends.
Yes, and pay them as well for their time.
Yes,
That
pay them,
goes
definitely.
that goes for all marginalized, individuals. So
Mhm.
please keep that in mind too, especially big brands that are probably listening. Keep that in mind,
Oh,
okay?
definitely.
Yes, 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 yes. And Mia, I think you're doing an incredible job at being a voice for trans creators
Aw,
um
thank
and really
you.
just staying active in a space and using your voice and being your authentic self. So I just wanted to throw that out there. We're so happy to have you here, and we will support and elevate you in any way, shape, or form that we can do. So,
Thanks.
again, that's why we're here with you today. You have so much knowledge to share with our community, and we're going to get more into fundraising now. But keep that in mind, y'all. Please, everything Mia just said, keep that on the brain forever, every day. And again, don't be afraid to ask questions, but be kind and gentle, all right, to the trans community. They struggle every day to just exist freely and comfortably. So thank you, Mia.
Yeah,
You're so great. I'm having such a good time already.
me too.
So let's talk more about Tiltify. So with the
Yes.
fundraisers you have done, what are some of your favorite things about fundraising with us?
Oh, I think, one of my favorite things about fundraising with Tiltify is literally how easy it is to, like, find and set up campaigns that you're literally, like, getting into. There are
Mhm.
so many different charities that are available on Tiltify, and it's I think it's, like, probably a couple of clicks away of just easily setting up the whole campaign. That's something that's definitely helped me, and when it comes to, like, charities that I wanna look at, it's like, okay, first thing, is it on Tiltify? Because if I try and set this up anywhere else, it's gonna be so much harder. So one of the things that I really appreciate about the platform is the templates that you can make. So you can set
Mhm.
yourself like your standard template, then you can save that template and then import it into new campaigns, which makes setup so easy when you have specific overlays and things. And you can just hit exactly the look that you wanna hit and don't have to go through all the rigmarole of setting up every single time.
Absolutely. I think that's my favorite as well. The templates,
Yeah.
oh, literally just a few clicks. Once you set up that initial template for your overlays, you again, like Mia said, you can use it for every single future fundraiser that you have
Mm,
planned. So yeah, I take advantage. I know a lot of people are probably listening. Wait, you can have templates for your overlays? Yes, you can. When you go on your overlay, it'll say save template, and then you'll name that template. And then that template will populate for your future fundraisers. So yeah,
mhm,
I
mhm.
gotta say that is really, really helpful. Very useful for busy content creators as well. So let's get more into the futures features of the platform, such as incentives, rewards, milestones, polls, targets. So, what is your favorite incentive to use when you're fundraising?
Oh, Lord. So I way back when, before I was doing, because 'cause I've always been a VTuber, I used
Hmm.
to do a lot of, like, food-related stuff, and that was
Ooh.
always a big hit, like, eating, like, super hot, foods or being boozled and just
Mhm.
absolutely suffering, and unfortunately, I can't do much of that stuff anymore, not just because, like, I'm VTubing now, but because my stomach unfortunately can't really take it. I'm getting
Yeah,
so old.
same, same.
Yeah, but I used to love doing that. I think now a lot of the incentives that I have are, for playing specific games or, modifying the stream in some way while I'm there, like playing a game and all of a sudden, oh, well, now you have to switch over to Jump King and then suffer for a good half an hour. Anything that will make me suffer, I think that's what chat likes the most in terms of the incentives right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Jump King, I don't think I will ever play that. No, thank
Oh, you
you. I will
should though.
watch you.
It's so much fun. You will
You
scream, but it's
know,
so much fun.
they told me that that game with the person in the pot, the flower
Getting
pot with the
over it.
they told me
Yeah.
that was fun. It wasn't.
I have tried so many times to get up
I
that
can't.
hill in that pot, and it
I
just does
can't.
not happen.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And, recently I watched a couple individuals that did fundraisers just a few weeks ago that did a speed run of that game.
Oh
I
my
said,
lord. Wow, they must be good at it. Wow. The
"Ye I
rather than me.
not us. We can't do it."
That's the incentive for the next charity stream,
Do it.
getting
Yep.
over it speed run.
All right. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. My next campaign, getting over it speed run. I'm doing it.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Heck yeah.
I want you
Heck
to
yeah.
be there, Mia, when I do it too.
Mm. Oh, totally. Yeah, you just tell me
Okay.
when and where. I will cheer you
Okay.
on from the sidelines.
Not the sidelines. Oh my gosh.
No,
Maybe
sidelines as
I
in,
want
like, in this maybe it's a race.
in this. Yes, maybe we can race
We can race. That'd be so much
and we
fun.
can fundraise together. Oh
And we
yeah.
could both not climb the hill together.
And
It'll be great.
wait, we actually have to plan this though. Absolutely.
Yes.
Everyone that's
Mm.
listening, would you watch that? Yes, you would. We don't need to ask. We know you would. See, Mia, I knew we would get along perfectly. We're already coming up with collabs and fundraising. Look at
Yes.
us. Look at us. We're so
Yes.
good. We're so
We
good.
are. We're the best.
And with fundraising, what would you say attributes the most to your fundraising? Would you say it's your community or anyone else that influences you?
Ooh, what ooh, oh, interesting question. I definitely think the community is a huge part of it. Just seeing
Yeah.
their energy during those charity streams and like you
Mhm.
get the right kind of people in at the right times and give them the right incentives that they just fill the room with like so much absolute joy and madness in certain charity streams. Just the amount of fun that you can have just being bullied by by chat and seeing how much they're enjoying themselves and seeing the amount of money that they part with as well. I think
Mhm.
that's definitely like a big draw. Like if it was going to me, great. But the fact that it's going to charity is even better. It's like, oh my
Even
God,
better.
I like, wow, that's you're giving, like, that much money all at once? Are you okay? You gonna can you pay your bills this month? Make sure you can pay your bills this month. That's a really important thing as well. Just make sure that the
Absolutely.
that people giving to charity can afford to put food on the table. I always worry about that. It's like, wow, you literally just dropped, like, $500. You must have a good job. I hope you have a good job.
I always say that as well. Make sure your bills are paid first and you have
Yes.
food on the table. Then, yes, you are
Mhm.
allowed to donate. I think that's really important. Just, I think a lot of communities should make that known. Hey, make sure you're good before you do for others because it's
Yeah.
important to make sure you're okay and you don't
Yeah.
want to struggle after doing a huge donation. Because
Mm.
I think I've done it myself. I said, you know, I have 51 bucks, but I'm going to donate 50 and I will just wait for my next paycheck. That's not smart. It's not smart, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure you have enough for you too and your family. So,
Pay those bills first. Definitely, definitely.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And Mia, what advice would you give someone that wants to start their first fundraiser?
Oh, I guess, like, just get started. As we talked about, like, Tiltify makes it so easy to find, like, I guess, hundreds to potentially even thousands of different causes on the side that you
Mhm.
can literally just go looking. Find something that you're passionate about, and then just go from there. If it's something that matters to you, the audience are gonna see that, and then they'll give. They will give, and it'll allow you to get creative and just do things that you might not have wanted to do in the past and step out of your
Mhm.
comfort zone. Like if there's something that you've really wanted to do, but you're like, well, I don't know if people would actually want it. Make it an incentive. It's a surefire way to find out if people want you to do that thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, just do it. Just do it. And I'm telling you, everyone that's listening, you will learn from every single charity stream that you do. I have
Mm.
been fundraising for a long time, okay? And I learned something new every fundraiser. And just make it your
Yeah.
own and have fun. Have
That's a
fun.
great point. Like, if you are worried about like what to do for a charity stream, go look at all the other charity streams that go on. Like, go look at the
Mhm.
incentives that they offer. Write down some things that you think that you could do, and
Yep.
then just roll with it. Mm.
Absolutely. No one is going to get mad at you for copying their milestone, copying their reward.
Yeah,
Nobody's
it's
going
all
to
for
get mad.
charity.
It's all for charity. We're all here for
Mm.
one reason, and it's to do good together. So, thank you,
Exactly.
Mia. That advice was absolutely stunning. And I have one last question for you, my dear. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
with
say I
bated breath.
tell you, you got this. Let's say I told you to write a thank you letter to your community. What would it say?
Oh gosh. Well, in terms of like a note to my community, just
Everything,
say thank
everything they've
you.
done with you
Yeah. I mean,
together.
I only just found out how much they actually have done today. And like again, absolutely flabbergasted. I would probably say that to them. I'm like, I'm shocked and amazed at the amount of love and effort that you've given through all the charity streams that we've done together. It would be nothing without the people who are without you, the people who are watching, the people who are donating, that are even there. Just even if you didn't have the money to give to charity, you showed up, you were part of it, and you helped boost the messaging that, we can help people together, and you've made other people's lives, like, so much better. Like, because it's so easy to just think about the money that you give to charity, and then it just disappears, right?
Yeah.
You don't think anything of it after that. But that money actually does change lives. It could potentially have saved lives, and that means so much to me. You have no idea that there are people who are alive today, they're alive because of you, and that means so much. You literally changed lives. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, really. I think
Oh,
I'd say something like that.
that's so sweet. It's so cute. Oh, okay. I'm emotional, okay? But I'm holding it together. I'm doing good, I think. No tears, no watery eyes. That was a very, very sweet, Mia. And I know when your community hears this chat, they're just gonna give you so much love because they love you and they will do anything that you want to
I
do,
hope
whatever
so.
you
I
are
hope they'll give
passionate.
me love, or they'll potentially plan for my downfall on the next charity stream. That's likely it. Yeah.
Never that. Never that. I know they appreciate you and all the work that you do as a trans woman in this space. So, and I know
Mm.
I do in a Tiltify team and a Tiltify community. We are very, very excited to work with you and support all your fundraising efforts. So, thank you so much for today. I appreciate
Mm.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
This has been
if you have,
fun.
it's been amazing. And I don't know if you have any fun events planned for stream or fundraising that you wanted to chat about. If not, that's totally okay.
Oh my goodness. There is actually like one thing. There is a potential event coming up. I believe it's either February 9th or 10th, but I'm gonna be fundraising for specific trans related charities on a day that a certain video game might be coming out that we will not be playing for obvious reasons. So
Hmm.
yeah, a bunch of people are getting together and we're going to be fundraising for trans charities, vibing, having fun. I'm thinking of doing something with crowd control as well. I saw this wonderful charity stream recently that was like basically allowing people to affect the outcome of the game. Like I think they were playing Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and they were adding
Yep.
like StarCraft fighters and like spawning wolves in the world and stuff. It's like that's definitely something like that I want to
Oh,
do, but I'm still planning
oh
that out at
yeah.
the moment. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
crowd
gonna be
control. Oh,
mm,
it is incredible. There's so many games you can
yeah.
utilize the extension
Mm,
with.
mm,
So
mm.
have fun, have fun, have fun. I'm
Totally.
excited.
Yes, and we'll
And
continue raising money for good charities. That's gonna be the main thing.
wonderful. Thank you so much, Mia, for sharing with us. And of course, tag us when you go live so we can support and elevate. Okay.
Yes, will do. I
Thank
would love
you.
to.
Everyone that watched this wonderful chat, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you follow MiaByte on socials and keep up with all the amazing content that they have planned. Also, Mia, I don't know if you have social media that's different usernames if you wanted to share with the community where they can find you.
I am pretty much MiaByte on everything at this point. MiaByte
Perfect.
on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. If you just search MiaByte, I'm there. And I just want to say a massive thank you for y'all at Tiltify for having me on and
Of
yeah, letting me talk
course.
about charity for a while.
Thank you so much. Everyone, we hope you have a beautiful day and we'll see you next week with our next spotlight. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.